Hi guys, you're joining me in session today at Bersig Trout Farm. So we have the night ahead of us. Fishing has been rather slow lately. There's a load of grass in the water. So hopefully we can get a few fish on the bank. So my approach is going to be, basically I'm going to then cast my leads over to the opposite bank. On the other side I'll then attach my rigs, put it into the baiting spoon, and I'll be using the Deliverance baiting pole system to get my rigs to desired distance, and then basically just turn it over, the rig will fall down to give me the perfect presentation. I've opted for more of a minimalistic approach. The water is clear, the fish are pretty skittish at the moment. The guys have been raking, so there's been a lot of disturbance in the water. So I'm going to go with the less is more approach and hopefully put a couple fish on the bank. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to just talk you through my baiting approach. As you can see here, the feed is super fine. I've basically crushed up everything. All the boilies that we have, I've basically crushed it up into fine powder. So the boilies I'm fishing is the boilies we rolled the other day using the Smart liquid in the fish flavor. And then what I've got here is the Mainline salt pellets mixed in between. I've coated that with the fish Smart liquid, mixed it up, let it dry. And I'm going to just give another coat of the Smart salt liquid, just to complement the pellets ever so slightly. And then what I'll do with this is I'll basically put 2 or 3 handfuls over the top, and this will then go down with the bait, with the rig. The reason why I'm crushing it up is there's a slight bit of grass in the dam at the moment, so this should just slowly settle on the top and presents the bait perfectly. So basically I'm over my spot now. So what I basically have done, I've placed my rig inside the baiting spoon, and then I'm going to just attach each segment until I get to the desired distance, and then I'm basically going to just tip it over and the bait will fall down and land perfectly on the bottom. I'll just keep adding each segment until I get to more or less I want to be. I'm on my last section now, and that's more or less the distance I want to fish out. I'll just tip it over. Make sure your line is loose, and then you can pull it back once you're done. That's pretty much as easy as that, and you'll be on the perfect spot every single time. If I get a fish during the evening, I can put it exactly back on the same spot because I've got the perfect length now. And my rig will be presented perfectly. Okay, so we're all set. We're going into the night. All 3 rods are presented well. I originally decided to cast the rods over to the opposite margin, and then I decided to change that idea. I do have a bait boat with me. A friend of mine borrowed me his bait boat just to give it a try. So what I've done is I placed the lead with the lead core inside the back of the bait boat. I then took it across to the point where I want to be fishing from, and I then took the weights out, put that into the baiting spoon, attached the rig, put a piece of dissolvable foam on the hook itself, and then I used the baiting pole system then to get my rig to the desired distance from the bank. Once I got to the desired distance, I then just tipped it over and everything would fall out of the baiting spoon, the weight would hit the bottom, the rig would then slowly go down with the foam that's dissolving, and it would give me the perfect presentation with the crushed up boilies and pellets going over the top, giving it a nice cloud. So you couldn't get a better presentation than that. So I've done it with all 3 rods. They're all placed beautifully. I'm fishing 2 of the same colour, so I'm fishing 2 pink pop-ups, and I've got 1 white just to give something different. So I'm very confident going into the night, and hopefully we get a couple of good ones. This is the result of all the hard work yesterday. Small 12mm pop-up, Kamakura, size 6, wide gape hook, in the right place, dropped perfectly with a baiting pole system, and this is the result. What a way to end a night session. Happy days.